From grabbing an opportunity to come to Canada as a young family to stepping up the ladder to covet their dream jobs. What sacrifices and proactive things did they do?
I'm Vivian and I'm married to Jess. We have 3 children and they're all grown-ups. My 2 children, they're done school and they live on their own. And then my youngest son, who is still in school, he is still with us.
Okay.
The two they have a career that they like and they're earning on their own. So they move out and they're happy. I mean, they live in one house together.
Yeah.
So they got a house in 2023 and they're paying for it. They share the bills. 2009, we moved to Canada. We came from the Philippines.
Yeah.
And then there was an opportunity through provincial nominee program
Okay.
at the time.
Yeah.
From a distant relative who lives in Winnipeg.
Oh.
So we were invited to come here. It was an opportunity for us to move here, and so we grabbed that opportunity. So we came here March of 2009. Our children at that time, that was 15 years ago, more than 15 years ago. So they were still little. So when we came here, I had to adjust. Actually, not just myself, but all of us. But I think the most challenging is if you are an adult and you have a good life in the Philippines and then you move here. I think that's the challenge. It's not easy to adapt with the environment and everything here in Canada.
Yeah. Did you live with your relative at first?
We only stayed there for 2 weeks. Actually, it was an agreement. Before we came here, we had an agreement that we can only stay with them for 2 weeks. What they did, before we came here, took care of our apartment under their name. It's like a kind of sponsorship or something. And then, so we moved here March 17, but then the apartment was ready for occupancy April 1st. So we had to stay with them for 2 weeks.
Right.
After my husband got a job, maybe after a month, they transferred it under our name.
Oh, okay. So looking back, maybe let's just go back when you were still applying in the Philippines.
Yeah, okay.
So what was your purpose?
There was an opportunity, right? Okay. So my husband and I, we were both working as, we're both managers at that time in the Philippines. But even if you work as a manager, it's still not enough, right? So when that opportunity came, my husband decided, let's take this opportunity. So we started processing our documents. The processing of documents is not easy. When you say processing, is you have to gather all your documents from birth certificate, NSO, everything, transcript of records, right? So that is the most challenging, like gathering all your documents. That's the most challenging. And then myself and my cousin who sponsored us, we have constant communication through email. So that was 2006, right? At that time, there's no messenger right? It's just email and call, email and call. So, but we have constant communication because it's not, there are some questions on the form, on the application form that it's not straightforward.
Did your cousin invite you or?
Yeah, my cousin invited us. The principal sponsor is my husband. He was a licensed engineer back home.
Okay.
So they said that because it's point system, right? So he will get the higher points. And then aside from gathering our documents, the other challenge there was the show money. The show money. At that time, I remember it was 10,000 Canadian dollars.
That's for everybody already?
That's for everybody. We didn't have 10,000 at that time, 10,000 Canadian, honestly. So what we did is I talked to because I have a sister who lives in Ontario, right? So she helped me raise that money. What she did is she sent me the money, the $10,000, right? I think she loaned loaned it from her bank, and then I had to pay the interest. So, and then of course the fees. I had to go to Canadian embassy. There was a Canadian embassy, so we had to go there, and then we have to personally drop our documents.
Applications then were all paper, right? All paper.
Yeah, we're all paper.
Online.
Yeah, at the time we're all paper. No,
Right.
online.
Why did you
So,
apply in Ontario if your sister is in Ontario?
Actually, what we did is when initially we tried to go to Ontario
Okay.
through, it's a sponsorship. It's a different one,
Okay.
right? CIC. I remember CIC,
What
right?
is
So
what is CIC?
CIC is Canada Immigration Center, something like that. The first attempt was through my sister in Ontario,
Okay.
but then through CIC, it's like an agency,
Maybe
but we have to pay them. We have to pay them, right?
Okay.
Actually, we started it. We only had 2 children at that time, and then we started processing the documents, but we have to pay the agency.
Yeah.
I think we already paid 50%. I can't remember how much at the time, but the requirement was we need to pay for them to start processing our documents.
Okay.
We had to pay 50% of their fee, right? Which we did. And then suddenly I got pregnant for my third child.
Yeah.
And so we had to redo. We have to start all
Papers.
over again, right? Because I have another baby, and so that's the time that we said maybe it wasn't a good time because we didn't have time. I don't think we can take care of. We can continue processing our documents, our application. So we stopped. The settlement fund, if we wanted to go to Ontario, the settlement fund is higher
Oh, okay.
compared to coming
Yeah.
here, and the processing time is faster
Faster.
through Provincial Nominee program.
Okay. So how long did you process the application?
We had to wait. I think we had to wait from the time that we started, 2 years,
2
up
years.
to the time that we received our visa.
So how
So-
old were your kids when you came here?
At that time, I had my eldest was 11, and then my daughter was 9, and then 6 years old. So when we came here, right? So I had to work part time, and plus my husband, he had to stay with midnight shift, like an overnight shift.
Yeah.
So on the daytime, my husband will take care of the children. He would drop off and pick up the children, and then cook and everything. He
Okay.
would do everything at the daytime because I'm working. And then at nighttime, I will be home.
Yeah.
And I will take care of the children.
What were your first jobs?
Oh, my first job was actually my official, because I didn't declare it on my resume, but actually my first job here was Sears. Yeah, Sears, as a sales associate. But I only worked there for 1 week.
Oh, why?
Because I didn't like the job. You have to deal with customers.
Yeah.
And then accent, it's
Yeah,
not easy
Yeah.
easy to understand. The second job I had was Superstore.
Okay.
Garden center.
Yeah.
So I remember that was May. May. So May is still cold, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's spring, the weather is still cold because if you are working outside, because
Yeah.
garden center, it's not indoor, it's
Yeah.
outdoor,
Right.
So I had to work outdoor,
Yeah.
right? So I only worked there, I think, for a month.
Okay.
And then I got this opportunity to work at Ipsos. It's like a call center where I met you and Anita, right?
But it was easy for you to get those jobs. It was
The Superstore and the Sears, it wasn't hard. There was a program for immigrants that will help you find a job.
Yeah.
During my spare time while my kids are in school, there's a nearest school where they have a program that they can help new immigrants to find a job, any job.
Yeah.
Those are the jobs that are not my preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your background in the Philippines? Employment.
My background in the Philippines, I was in logistics, supply chain. I was a manager of logistics.
Okay.
So but when I came here, I'm looking for an office job.
Yeah.
In any job, as long as it is an office job. But it wasn't easy to,
Yeah.
even my husband, he got a job, which is machine operator. But the reason why he got the job is because
Okay.
referral. So my cousin who is a supervisor in a manufacturing company, and that's the reason why they got my husband hired.
Yeah.
So during my Ipsos time, I was only working part-time.
Mhm.
And so the I had an opportunity to get like a scholarship program
From where?
from the school. It's one of the programs of the government for low income and new immigrants.
Are you talking about success skills? I think it's called success skills before that.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't success skills. It was the school close to our apartment. I can't remember what it's called, but
It's an adult school, maybe adult school.
yeah, and it is an adult school. It is an adult school. So for immigrants,
You just
immigrants and low.
inquired. Somebody
I
referred you?
got that information from one because when I came here, there's always opportunity from success skills.
Yeah.
Success
Skills.
skills, right? From success skills, they will give you information
Yeah.
about the different programs of the government for new immigrants.
Right.
So because I had so much time, what I do is I Google, I check on the website. I was able to get a grant, and then they sent me to school. They paid for my tuition and everything. They paid for my tuition. They gave me allowance, monthly allowance, including my bus pass. So yeah, I was able to go back to school.
What was the program?
The program, the course,
Like the course, yeah.
the course, it was like a business admin.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was it was a diploma course for 1 year. So when I started working at Ipsos, I also started my course.
Mhm.
So what I do is I go to school in the morning, and then I work part-time in the evening.
Mhm.
I also started volunteering at HSC Medical Records because
Okay.
in my mind at that time, I said, I want to get a job in the government.
Okay.
For me to get a government job, I had to start volunteering. That's what they tell you. They encourage you to volunteer just to get a work experience.
Yeah.
And so what I did is from Monday to Thursday, I go to school in the daytime, and then I work at night. And then Friday, I volunteer at HSC Medical
Yeah.
Records, and then work part-time. I did that for 1 year until I got a job.
Right.
I got a job
What was your job then?
when I finished my school, right?
Mhm.
There was a job posting for procurement clerk. At least it is related to my
Your previous.
experience back home,
Yeah.
right? I applied. My volunteer experience helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I was able to use my supervisor as one of my references. I got the permanent job.
And it's full time. It's full time
At
also.
full time, yes, full
Okay.
time. And then from there, I move up. I move up from there. Now I'm working as an analyst
Wow.
for contracting. So it's still the same company, and I'm not going anywhere until I retire.
Okay.
I love my job.
Okay. So did school help you like get those
Oh,
jobs?
Yes. The school helped me. The volunteer job helped me. The references from my volunteer experience helped me.
Yeah.
When I see new immigrants, I
Yeah.
encourage them go back to school, volunteer as long, if you can volunteer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about your kids? Because you did already full time job. What happened to your kids?
When they were little,
Yeah. Did they go
yeah,
to school already?
okay. So I got the full-time job, right? So I think I arrived 2009. I think I started school 2010. I started school 2010. I graduated 2011. And then I got the job February of 2011. That is before I finished my school.
Oh, wow.
So it was the same setup. So my husband need to work at night.
Mhm.
I work daytime. So my eldest at that time was already 12.
Okay.
And here, what I did, there was a course for babysitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Babysitting. So I had to enroll my eldest son
yeah.
to a babysitting program.
Yeah.
So he can babysit his siblings. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
While I'm at work.
Yeah, yeah,
right? So then that means I can leave them as long as my eldest son is at home.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because I remember I was working full time
yeah,
and then I still have Ipsos.
yeah.
Remember?
Until now.
Remember that? No, no, not
Yeah.
until I gave up Ipsos now. But
Okay.
because the reason why I didn't give up Ipsos, it's because we were planning to get a house, like a mortgage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It helped us. After 2 years, we actually got we moved to a new home.
You bought your house.
Yeah, we bought a house, and so in 2011 we moved to our new home,
Mhm.
right?
How about your husband? Did he have challenges in looking for a job?
Yes, actually, we were so blessed because he is also working for the government. He started as machine operator.
Mhm.
Can't remember how long, right? But when my kids grown up, yeah, high school, that's the time that he said, oh, maybe it's about time for me to get a different job because
Mhm.
he doesn't have to work overnight anymore. He started applying. It wasn't easy to get a job. He started as meter reader, and then from there, he tried to apply several times. I think he applied there for 7 years.
Oh, what do you mean?
Wait, he waited for 7 years. He waited for seven
So
years to get
from meter reader
from
until
meter. He
permanent
started as meter reader, but the meter reader that's an entry
level
level
job.
job.
But it's
It's like a subcontractor.
subcontractor.
He applied many times.
Mhm.
Like he was trying for 7 years,
Oh, really? He
right?
didn't go back to
Until
school?
no, but what he did, there is an ICAS
Your
credential
credentials,
test.
credential
Yeah,
assessment.
I said,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So that's what he did. So
yeah.
said he needs a certificate.
Mhm.
If he can prove that his credentials is equivalent to like a technician course, something
Mhm.
like that, then he will get he will be given a chance.
Okay.
And that's the reason why. So now his equivalent is now not high school graduate. Remember, so even you graduated
Yeah,
university back home,
right, right.
your equivalent here is just high school,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So now, after his credentials was assessed by ICAS, it was equivalent to a technology course.
Mhm.
And that's the reason why he got hired. He is now working as gas line inspector
Mhm.
under engineering department.
He
So
didn't plan on like getting a license as an engineer?
no, because they provide online training or in-person training. But right now he is in school.
What program?
Yeah, he's taking building construction. It's a requirement for
Oh,
his job.
in in person or online?
No, it depends. Sometimes. Oh no, this year. Yeah, he finished one this year. It was online.
Okay.
But for this winter, because he's trying to get two courses this winter,
Mhm.
one is online and one is in person, like class
Is that required for him to like to go up in
to
rank?
go up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's right, to go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other challenges did you encounter when you arrived?
For me, actually, not just for me, but my husband and I,
Mhm.
number one is the language. We thought we're good in English,
Yeah.
right? So, but then when we came here, and then you started dealing with people, I don't understand. Honestly, in my mind, I thought I was good in English, but how come I couldn't understand them?
Because of the diction.
The diction,
Yeah.
yeah.
They talk
And
so
then they
fast.
have slang. They use slang words.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember when I was in Ipsos, we were talking, right? We were
Yeah.
talking, and then suddenly we were talking in the kitchen, and then suddenly my coworker said, "Okay, see you,"
Yeah.
and I said, he see you," and then in my mind, why did they say "see you"? I'm
You again.
like an expression. It's
Yeah.
like an expression,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
it didn't mean anything, right? Something like that, and yeah, things like that. But okay, so how did I address my problem with language?
Mhm.
Okay, what I did. This is from one of the free government courses that I attended.
Mhm.
So they said that if you're struggling with language, if you want to be used to the way they talk,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to listen to news, like Canadian news,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not the Filipino news.
Okay.
I stopped. You know what I did, Doc, because
Uh-huh.
I really wanted to get a job, like a
Yeah.
government job, right?
Yeah.
To me it's either I get a government job or I'm not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like
Where did you
that's
learn? Where did you learn that idea that you need to have a government job?
because back home I work at Enchanted Kingdom, but the schedule I didn't like.
Mhm.
Why? Christmas,
Yeah.
every time there's an occasion I have to work,
Yeah, yeah,
and I have to stay until the closing time, which
yeah,
is
yeah.
sometimes 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Right.
Christmas, my family, they're celebrating Christmas without me
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to work.
Right.
So when I came here to Canada, I said to myself, Lord, please give me a job that I don't have to work weekends,
Mhm.
which is especially Sunday,
Yeah,
because my Sunday is my church day,
yeah.
right? That's dedicated for my family and church,
Mhm.
right? So, and then the other one is I said, Lord, give me a job that is only working daytime,
Mhm.
office job, Monday to Friday.
Right.
Doc, it wasn't easy. I had to adjust. I had to learn their
Yeah,
language,
yeah,
right? How do I learn their language? I started watching news.
yeah.
Even if I don't understand, like the CBC News, BBC News,
Yeah.
I watch it every day. I stopped communicating with my friends back home.
Really.
Right? Why? Because if I'm at the time I was frustrated because I couldn't get the job that I wanted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So in my mind, the idea of going back home,
Mhm.
right? It was always in my mind,
Okay.
right? Because I wasn't happy. I couldn't get what I wanted here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And then my friends back home and my coworkers and my supervisors, my managers, and they would always say, "Come back here. The job is still open. You can still come back and
Yeah, yeah.
get your job, right?" So I stopped communicating with them because I need to focus here.
Mhm.
So I started reading. Actually, my problem is listening.
Yeah.
Right? There was a benchmark assessment. Remember, I don't know if you did
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
I
also
don't.
did that.
Yeah. So my listening is. I think my listening is low. I can't
Mhm.
remember what I got, but
Mhm.
I passed. But then my lowest score is listening. So I
Yeah.
said I have to improve on that. I started watching English news like Canadian, right? And then I started talking to Canadian people, even if I don't like it.
But the call center job also helped you, right?
But that was before I got the call center.
Oh, really? Okay.
That was my second application. The first time I applied for call center,
Uh-huh.
I didn't pass because of
Okay.
listening.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second application, that was Ipsos.
Uh-huh.
Then that I got the job. That is because I started I watching news, right, and then reading. And the other thing is Ipsos. There's not a lot of Filipinos there,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Mostly white
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
right? And then when I got my first job, my full-time job, the job that I have right now,
Mhm.
I was the only Filipino,
Oh, wow.
there. And
Yeah.
so I had no choice but to
Yeah.
talk to them, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is very helpful. And then writing. So I had to do a lot of writing. So I remember I had to send an email to everyone.
Uh-huh. As
I
part
like
of your job.
Yeah, as part of my job,
Yeah.
right? So the way we write a memo in the Philippines is, I don't know if you notice it, the way that you write a memo is different here,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I had to learn that.
Is there no template?
No, there's no, aside from the template, the way you say it,
Okay.
the way you say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those things like that, I have to. And the other thing is, in our company, like there are free training
Mhm.
workshops.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
give free training and workshop.
Yeah.
If it's free, I grab it.
Mhm.
My only investment is my time. So I
Yeah.
said, why not take it? It's gonna
Right.
help me, so
Right.
why not
Right.
take it?
So those are
So
really good advices for
yes, yes. So some
immigrants.
people, they say, "Oh, I don't want to spend time because
Yeah.
I'd rather go to a party or I'd rather go to a mall."
Right.
But to me, I had to help myself.
Yeah.
I have to help myself. I have to improve myself. I
Mhm.
have to improve my language. I have to improve my interaction
Right.
skills, right, with people. So I have to invest on that.
Yeah.
anyways, it's free. I didn't have to pay anything. It's just my time.
Right.
That's the reason why from procurement I moved to admin as admin secretary because it's a move up. Then from admin secretary, I move up to admin assistant, and then from admin assistant, I move up to like a lead to
The same
manage
office?
the same office, but different departments.
Okay. But the
Different
same
department,
organization.
but it's the same office, right? So I had to, as a lead, I had to manage 6 people. But then I said I didn't like that. So there was another opportunity to be an analyst.
Yeah.
So that's where I moved up to analyst.
That's your job now.
That's my job now. So I
So is that job challenging for you, or?
yeah, it is. It is challenging. That's why I like it. You know what? Remember I told you I was the lead for admin.
Yeah.
I was managing 6 people, right? So to me, some people told me that why did you give up that job? That's already it was a good paying job, right?
Yeah.
But to me,
Stress.
it is very stressful. I prefer working alone, like by myself. I don't want to handle people. Right?
Yeah. So you believe that that's your dream job already? You're not
Oh
looking
yes,
for,
this is my dream job. This
or
is my
look-
dream job. Yeah.
you
This
know-
is what I asked God. I said, God, I like this job. I want to be an analyst. I said, and I can retire from this job.
Okay. Okay. Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
So you
it.
don't have any more plans of applying to other jobs?
You know, I have to think about that. Actually, there is an opportunity, but with my age right now, so I'm trying to minimize my stress.
Yeah, right.
My health is my priority,
Right.
So my goal is to retire.
Yeah, you can.
to
And
retire.
your kids are almost, there's one more in school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why actually there was an opportunity for me to move up, but I said no. I decline it because of the stress level.
Yeah, right.
You know, so to me it's not worth it. Like if I was younger, I would say yes, I would
Yeah,
grab. But now, no, because when you age, you
Yeah.
will have you will
course.
encounter different your sugar is getting up,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
blood pressure is
Of
right.
course.
So you have to be wise,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you have to put your health as your main priority
Right.
over anything else. Yeah. But I'm gonna say something. The other thing that helped us is God gave us like a wisdom on how you manage, right? So because that is also one of the challenges that we had.
Yeah.
Right. So what we learned is you have to prioritize and you have to be wise on how you spend your money. Right? So what we did is, yes, we both have full-time job, my husband and I, right? But we also invest. When I was working at Ipsos, I was working 2 jobs, right? Before I gave up, so we had a mortgage, like our main house, right? And it was my dream to have a rental property, even back home, right? So I said, here maybe we can do a rental property, right? Because we have every paycheck, there's a portion of our paycheck that we put as a savings, right?
Yeah.
And so in 2014, my sister and I, we invested to like a rental property in Ontario. It was a brand new home. After 3 years, we sold it. And so from there, we got our money.
Okay.
And my ROI, my return of investment. So from there, we reinvested. What I did, my husband and I, at the time, we couldn't afford to get a house there. The house there was like really expensive, right, in Toronto. So from that money, we got a rental property somewhere in the north area. Here? Right here in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Right? So I had enough money for the down payment because it was 20%, right? Because if it's your second home, it's gonna be, and if it's rental property, the bank will require you a 20% down payment. So we had 20%, actually more than 20%, right? So we got a second home. It's not a brand new home. It was an old house. So We had it rented for, I think, for 7 years, right? So, and then in 2023, we sold it. We sold it, right? And then after we sold it, so we got another money, right? And then we reinvested it to, this time it was a brand new home. It was also rental. So what I'm trying to say is, you gotta be smart with your money. Don't rely on one income.
So while renting them, did you not have any problems with the renters?
Of course, when rental business, there's always a problem.
The maintenance?
There's always a problem, like maintenance. That's why you have to be ready, right? But it was manageable. It's not always easy.
Okay. But that very first one rental in Ontario with your sister, how did you come up with the money?
How did we come up with the money? We have savings. We have savings, and because at that time, I think, I can't remember how much down payment we have, but it's 20%. Oh, anyways, I think we have a savings, and then we used our line of credit.
Okay.
You know, the home equity line of credit, right?
But you also put money in your RRSP and the kids' RESP?
Yeah, yes, we did that too. We did that too. So RSP, we have an RSP and RESP. So RESP is very helpful.
Yeah.
And RSP as well. But my children, they were able to use the RSP. So my children, they didn't do a student loan. Okay, so you know what? God is really good. My eldest son, at that time, he was working for FedEx when he was in school. So FedEx was the one who paid for his school.
Wow.
So he finished his school. It is 100%.
Wow. Why? What's his program?
Finance, something about finance.
But he still works in FedEx now?
Yeah, he still works at FedEx now. Yes, he works now at customs. But at that time, when he was a student, he was just as a package handler, something like that. It was like an entry level job. But the thing is, after when he graduated, they offered him a better position, like an office position. I think that's part of there are some companies that they have like a grant program for students.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my daughter, who was a student, she used to work at Starbucks, and Starbucks, they also have 1,500 grant.
Okay.
For every student. So yeah.
So aside from the RESP, there are like...
Yes. So the RESP, yes, we save money for the RESP, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
Because we have 3 children.
Yeah.
Remember, we have 3 children. So good thing they had a grant, and they're also working part-time.
Yeah.
So it helps.
That's good. Any other advices to new immigrants?
Number one, to me, you know what? Just keep your focus. Number one is you have to have a faith. I don't want to sound religious, but there is a purpose why you came here.
Yeah.
God sent you here for a reason, right? So when you came here, that's already an opportunity. That is a blessing.
Right.
All you have to do is just be patient. Give yourself a chance to explore. 1 year is not enough to get a better job.
Right.
At least 5 years, right? And you also have to help yourself. Why? You have to, you know what, if you can't go back to school, I would always say that.
Yeah.
Check opportunities if you can get grants, scholarship program. Keep upgrading, keep learning. Keep learning, because that's gonna help you along the way, right? And then adapt to the environment.
Yeah.
If it's the language, then learn their language. Learn their culture, right? And then don't be scared to interact with Canadians, right? Don't just focus on Filipino community.
Yeah.
Right? I'm okay with Filipino community, but you have to realize that you're in Canada. Yeah, right? You're in Canada. If you really need to get a job, your dream job, then you have to adapt. You have to adjust, right? You gotta be wise with the money. It is a hard-earned money, right? So you gotta be wise. Don't waste it on like casino or something, right? So you gotta be smart and always save your money. Always reinvest your money, right? and all of us we're gonna reach the point that we will retire, right? So you save, yes, you're doing everything for your children, but you also have to save for yourself, for your retirement. So because don't forget yourself. You also need to take care of yourself. So for me, Doc, for me to help other people, I need to help myself first. That's the mentality I have. I cannot help other people if I can't help myself. So I'm now in the point that I was able to help myself. I have everything now. It's very easy for me to help other people. Or the people that I love, right? Connect. Always connect. Network is very important. Volunteer.
So, of course, you know that nowadays it's really hard to apply to Canada. Even those who are here are sometimes, or most of them are told to go back. Like they cannot get the PR, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, would you still advise people from the Philippines to apply?
If there is an opportunity, yes, but just be careful because the international student program. I don't think it wasn't a successful program. I think that's where we started having problems, right? Because of the international program. So if there is an opportunity, and if it is a permanent residency, if there is an opportunity, grab it. Students that they had to send back home,
They cannot get the PR.
they can get there's another one, work permit.
The PGWP, postgraduate work permit. There are lots of people who are already here.
Yes. I think that's the problem. That's the problem now. A friend of mine, she sponsored her sister, right? And her sister's family. It's been 2 years now, more than 2 years now. And there's still no progress. So
I think there's lots of backlogs nowadays.
I guess now is not a good time to come here, but if there is an opportunity for permanent residency, then just grab it. It changes, right? The government program, it changes every now and then.
So how many years have you been here?
Since 2009, so I guess more than 15 years.
How many years were you here when you realized that you're meant to be here?
When I finished my school and got a permanent job from the government, then I see my children are happy here. I think it's 5 years. 5 years. That's why I said give yourself a chance, like 5 years, because I see people like friend of mine, they came here 1 or 2 years and then they went back. They said they couldn't get a job that they like. Like, what do you expect? It's only 2 years, right? And you didn't go to school. Well, what did you do? Sometimes you expect too much from Canada, right? You expect too much, but what are you doing for yourself?
To upgrade yourself.
To upgrade yourself. Are you doing something? Because you have to accept the fact that this is a different country. This is not Philippines. You have to adapt to their culture. Right? So you have to change yourself too, your mindset, right? Upgrade your skills, right? So it's a two-way. It's a two-way, right?
So what are the greatest benefits of coming here?
To me, family time. Family time, because here we didn't have that back home, because back home we have to work, like especially my husband, he works 24 hours. He was always on call. Like here, I am more peaceful, and I have time with my husband and my children. It's not here. What I like here, if you are working 8 to 4, after 4 o'clock you're done. You don't have to think about work, and the life is very convenient here. And to me, I feel safer here than in the Philippines.
I also believe that.
So
About healthcare.
This is the way I think about healthcare here. So healthcare here is free. You don't have to pay anything. Right? So then don't expect that you will get a service that is equivalent to a private hospital.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you are in the Philippines, you go to PGH, right? It's the same thing. It's actually better here because there right? You have to wait outside.
Yeah.
Right? Here, you have to wait. Yeah, you have to wait 4 hours, 5 hours, but you're inside.
Yeah.
Right? But I heard in the Philippines, they had to wait like days. So yeah, and the thing is, you have to take care of yourself too. Right? Now, that's what I'm saying earlier. The reason why I declined that opportunity, like job opportunity, is because I wanna slow down. Because of my age, I wanna slow down. I don't want stress anymore.
So when you retire, you're staying here?
Yeah.
You're not going back?
No, I'm staying here. Yeah. My kids are here. My children are here.
Yeah. Right.
I have to be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.